That time is now. Let's make this moment let it young. The time is now. Let's make this moment last. Give up yourself onto the moment. The time is now. Give up yourself onto the moment. Let's make this moment last.
The goal, some centre backs scoring doubles and centre backs scoring assists and cross. What sort of crazy nonsense is happening in Ukraine tonight? Are there any strikers scoring goals at the moment? It doesn't seem to be the case anyway. But
Not at the minute,
nevertheless,
no. I'll tell
no.
you now, Jonathan. It's not. It's right now. The mood in the camp is that, the
Oh,
centre halves are doing all the work in the front end of the pitch. So it's a bit weird that we've got, the centre halves making the assists, scoring two of the goals. But I think they'll take it. I think they're having the game of their lives out there.
well, if that means that Peter Crouch is going to put on the goalkeeper gloves, I think it'll be worth it in the end. But look, it's half time now at the moment, and we are now going to run through the scorelines very quickly here as we see the state of play in all these groups. Barcelona, as you mentioned, the Ronaldinho penalty, quickly usurped by him going off injured a couple of minutes later, does have them ahead against Roma. Not a massive deal for them in the sense they're already qualified. Schalke, however, are 2-0 down to Olympic Lyonnais thanks to a double by Mamadou Niang. Schalke, of course, their fate has already been sealed. They will be going through to the next round regardless of the result. It'll be AS Roma looking to be in the UEFA Cup next season. We mentioned Group B there. Manchester United now actually are back level thanks to Rio Mavuba's equaliser for Villarreal. Villarreal, of course, have to beat Manchester United somehow to get through to the next round. But it might all be all for naught because Niculescu has scored a very late goal for Dinamo Bucharest against Basel away from home, and that will be enough to get them into the next round as second in that group. Villarreal only for the UEFA Cup. We mentioned Group C there. Toulouse are very much going through to the next round. They are 3-0 up against Sevilla away from home. Andre Pierre Gignac with 2 goals at the double, and just before Akil Emanuel as well. Toulouse have really been one of the surprises of the tournament, and they are going to be second ahead of Liverpool, who are cruising at the moment against Shakhtar Donetsk. 4-0 in Ukraine. And of course, Group D, still as chaotic as ever, but as things stand, Inter Milan going through alongside Bayern Munich second. Rangers are so close to the next round of Champions League, but they really do have to beat Inter Milan to get there. Ooh.
Get it clear, lads. Get it clear. Oof.
Well, Dave Armstrong, you can see there Liverpool living a bit dangerously there at the start of this second half. Shakhtar Donetsk starting to put on a little bit of pressure here on the away side.
Yeah, I don't think it's a matter of oh, that's unlucky. Ryan Babel trying to play in Fernando Torres. It's not. It's not a case of, that Liverpool are playing badly at all. I think it's a case of it's now or never for Shakhtar Donetsk. Really, when you think about it, they've got just this half to score 4 goals, and that's one of them. It's Willian who's got Shakhtar off the mark. Castillo with the assist. Again, they've done so well. They've pressed Liverpool so high, and on the counter attack, Ilsinho comes down the right hand side, and I think it's actually Ilsinho who gets the assist. No, it's Castillo, and Willian just has to knock that into the corner. It comes off the post, but game on. Shakhtar on the score sheet.
Yeah, Shakhtar Donetsk, unfortunately, their fate has been sealed thanks to the emphatic victory of Toulouse at the moment. But they will try and keep themselves in this battle. UEFA Cup football will be enough for
Oh, it's a
Shakhtar Donetsk, I'm
goal.
sure. And there's a 6 goal at Donetsk. It really is absolute chaos over there in Ukraine. Dave Armstrong, what's going on over there?
Yeah, they've got a second. They've got a second. And Liverpool again going to the linesman. It doesn't matter. He's on side anyway. But it's a throw in from Kucher. Lance Elsinho to Castillo again. He makes a bit of space for himself and just lasers a shot into the top corner. And well, Jonathan, I'll tell you now, game well and truly on here in Donetsk. Shakhtar are on the absolute warpath here in the second half.
Yeah, certainly. Well, it will have ramifications for Liverpool. If they don't win here, they will actually be finishing second in the group as things stand. But Shakhtar Donetsk very much will be hoping to change that at that situation at the moment. There's some absolutely incredible drama going on here.
Oh,
Oh, Dave Armstrong, what you're gonna have to take this? You're gonna have to take over the show here. You are the star man at the moment. Everyone else is being a little bit neglected. What is going on in Shakhtar?
it's a third goal in the second half for Donetsk, and Chigrinsky plays in Willian. He's cut it back. He's rounded Alonso, and it's just luckily it's taken a look at a bounce to find a foot of Castillo. Willian's done all the work, and it's 4-3 in Donetsk, and there's only 58 minutes on the clock. This is absolutely astonishing stuff from both teams. A game of two halves. You've got that right.
Game of two halves. We haven't even got to the end of the first half of the second half. We're not even at the 60-minute mark, and Shakhtar have put 3 goals past Liverpool. So incredible things happening in Ukraine today, and it's still more to come. Like I said, the Stars would have to, as it were, misalign for Liverpool here if they were to lose to Shakhtar, and if they were to lose, if Toulouse were to win against Sevilla, which they are constantly at the moment. This is very much a crisis point for Liverpool, well known for the comebacks in Europe. They might fall victim to a comeback here as things stand. They have half an hour to arrest this slide and get themselves comfortably through to the next round of the Champions League. All the rest of the groups, Dynamo Bucharest, they are now looking quite comfortable now against FC Basel. They've scored a second goal, but it's a Nifreger own goal that puts them what looks to be comfortably into the second round. The first Romanian team to get there since Steaua Bucharest when they won the Champions League about 10, 15 years ago.
Goal!
Now, we've only gone away from Donetsk for 2 minutes. In that time, there has been an eighth goal that could decide Liverpool's fate in Europe. Dave Armstrong, tell us all about it.
Yeah, Liverpool have finally woken up and realised, hold on a minute, we're only one game away from a draw here. Gerrard, Mascherano, Gerrard, and Dirk Kuyt's just taking this beautifully. Piatov should have done a lot better to stop that, but you could see why it's taken a very late dip below his left arm. And we're 5-3 here in Donetsk, and Liverpool are currently in possession. Right? They just want to strike strike while the iron's hot, because in this game, I really can't predict a thing. Anything can happen here in Lviv.
Yeah, I think a lot of people watching this game back at home will be looking to readjust their sets because they might be thinking this is a basketball game, going by how back and forth this is. But do not be assured, ladies and gentlemen, this is still a football game, and Liverpool are leading 5-3. It's absolutely an anarchic game of football being played in Ukraine, and certainly is one of the classics that a lot of people are going to remember for some time to come. But there's still 30 minutes to go in that game, and high drama could still be on the cards for Liverpool if they keep their noses clean. Ukraine's Shakhtar Donetsk, however, will be looking for quite the opposite of that. And so far, you have to say, in this half has actually been working. As I said, Group D, as we are still looking at the rest of the groups, Group A is still settled at the moment with Roma and Marseille still qualified, and Group D still looking like it's going to be Inter Milan and Bayern Munich going through, and that Rangers still 0-0 against Inter Milan. They really do need to put in a result there if they have any chance of getting through to the next round with Bayern Munich. Would be a disaster, of course, for the German team if they were to lose out on the Champions League or so early on into their season. But at the moment, we are going to take a bit of a breather while we can, and we'll see you for the next round of football here from the Champions League.
Go!
And welcome back to Sky Sports, ladies and gentlemen, on this Gillette Soccer Special. We've been very struggling to take breaks during this because of what's been going on in the Ukraine. But now we can go back to Dave Armstrong because, shockingly enough, there's been a ninth goal, Dave Armstrong.
There would have been. It's just come down to Dirk Kuyt, and Torres has just not been able to beat the offside trap. He's about a yard offside. It's a wonderful finish as well for the kind of under fire striker, shall we say, but it's still 5-3 here. And then, yes, could have been 6, but the goal's been disallowed for offside.
Yeah, the drama doesn't stop there now with the goal disallowed for Fernando Torres, which, remarkably enough, would in any other game would have sealed 3 points for Liverpool. But according to this one, that's abandoned all pretense of other football games. it's still certainly anyone's game, with Shakhtar Donetsk really pushing to try and throw Liverpool out of the Champions League and essentially drag them back into contention themselves. It's such a chaotic game. We are going to try and keep an eye. I'll keep on top of it as much as we can here tonight. And meanwhile, in Group B, Dinamo Bucharest very much have now stamped their ticket into the last 16. They are now 3-0 up against Basel, with Motti getting the goal for them there. Phenomenal result for them, and a huge, huge day for Romanian football. Again, it's as you were in the rest of the groups right now. It seems like all the other teams have just decided to stop playing football and watch this game here in Donetsk. Dave Armstrong, what's going to happen here?
I'm just about to tell you, Liverpool are in possession. Dirk Coutts into the area. It's hit the post. Liverpool going for another goal because they know this can flip on its ear in the drop of a hat. So stay with me though. Liverpool back in possession again. Marcelo's just come on for John Henrique. Here's Sissoko. Is this going to be another one? It is. It's Mohamed Sissoko. Scored a third goal of the season. The Champions League is sixth of the day for Liverpool. Whew. 9 goals overall in this game. I've still got 9 minutes to play. And it was just a wonderful bit of football. Marcelo, again, fresh legs. Sissoko turns his man. He's just placed this again. Piatov could have done better. But I can imagine the Ukrainian team are feeling just downtrodden now at this point. But it's game on now. Liverpool look to top the group. And we're just approaching the full-time whistle here. It's now 6-3 Liverpool.
Yeah, absolutely. And meanwhile, in Group D, that game between Inter Milan and Rangers have sparked into life. Stankovic putting Inter in front before Lee McCulloch got an equaliser for Rangers. It's a late show happening in the San Siro. We'll try and keep in touch with that at the moment, but it is full time across the grounds now. And wow, take a breather, ladies and gentlemen, because it has been an incredible night of football. Dave Armstrong, you had 9 goals in your game, so we'll start with you tonight. What on earth happened in the Ukraine tonight between Shakhtar and Liverpool?
Liverpool demolished Shakhtar Donetsk in the first half, and within 12 minutes in the second half, Shakhtar just completely dismantled Liverpool, bringing it back to within one of a draw. But Liverpool being Liverpool, they do not give up, and Dirk Kuyt really did kill within 2 minutes of that third goal. He killed off any chance of Shakhtar regaining that 1 goal cushion, because after that, then it was just a relentless Liverpool counter-attack after counter-attack. And like I said, John, I have to take a breath here because there's not much more I can say. The football in between the goals at this moment is irrelevant. There's been that many of them. You can only talk about the build-ups and the goals going in the back of the net, but that's it from me tonight. And from Donetsk here in Ukraine, final score, Liverpool 6, Shakhtar Donetsk 3.
I think if anyone was writing their letter to Santa Claus this year and looking for the best game of the season, I think it came about 2 weeks too early in that regard. But nevertheless, Liverpool will be feeling not necessarily relieved they've gone through, but the game is over now. And as it does settle, they are top of Group C, along with Toulouse, who retained their 3-0 lead against Sevilla. And the two of them will go through to the next round. Again, Group A's fate was already settled, with Barcelona and Schalke going through. But Barcelona consolidated that with a 2-0 win against AS Roma Thierry Henry scoring in the second half there, while Schalke in the end fell 5-0 to Olympique Marseille at the Rhine Stadion. There'll be certainly inquiries about that, with Lorik Cana, the Albanian, getting a double late into injury time. So they're saying the seal, as Roma knew themselves, that they're going into the UEFA Cup. Group B, well, history has been made, ladies and gentlemen. Dinamo Bucharest has made it to the second round of the Champions League for the first time in their history. And for Romanian football, it's a great day, because last time we had a team from Romania get to this stage, they won the whole thing. So no pressure, Dinamo Bucharest. But nevertheless, Manchester United finish off their qualifying campaign with 6 wins out of 6, with Carlos Tevez scoring a very late winner in that game against Villarreal to confirm that they are down into the UEFA Cup. And of course, Dinamo Bucharest, you mentioned, beating FC Basel 3-0. We've mentioned Group C already, so let's move on then to Group D. FC Bayern Munich have rescued their fate right at the death with a Luca Toni goal against AFC Ajax. Rangers, unfortunately, as gallant as they were, end up in the UEFA Cup this season after a 1-1 draw with Inter Milan. It was looking so possible for them at this moment in time, but unfortunately, Bayern Munich rescued it in the last minute, as it were, for their team, and they will go through as the second team in Group D. And after all that excitement, we get to do it all again tomorrow night as Groups E to H are settled in the Champions League. We'll see you then.
I can't speak.
I don't have time to speak. It's fucking unreal. Whatever tactics you two teams had, don't do that again for your own sake. Like fucking hell, lad. Like,
honestly, I don't think I've changed tactics as much in my entire fucking life during that game. Honestly, that was like, fuck me, all the tweaks I had to make in between that. Jesus Christ.
But that was an
At one
absolute
point,
panic station.
at one point, I had to drop Torres to a false nine to have him drop into the midfield in defense so they can have an extra man in midfield instead of just the three. And that was for the second half of the second half. So that seemed to make a little bit of a difference because then Kaut and Babel could go forward and Zoka could go forward. And then having to put them forward and keep Torres out, it worked. That's all I can say. Fucking worked.
Unreal. Look, whatever fucking stop the tide is all you really want. Like, it's some sort of jam
Second
buster.
after a
Like,
goal
that's all
went
you
there, I
want.
was like, nah, fuck this. I need an extra man in midfield.
Yeah,
Without having to change the formation, I need an extra body to drop back.
that's unreal. Like, you'll never get stuff like that again. Like,
Werder Bremen.
unreal.
Here we go. I'm gonna call it a day after this, anyways.
I think you'll need to
Yeah.
after that. Yeah, you need to fucking lie down after all that excitement. So,
and we'll end on the Champions League because we can kick it off the next one with because I've got Arsenal after this, so we can kick that off
that's
with a
tasty.
tasty fixture on the next one.
I think I've got Blackburn next. I think.
That's fucking boring.
Fuck you, right? I like Blackburn. Sorry,
Fucking
not all of them
boring.
have fucking 9-goal games a fucking weekday, all right? Some of us actually have fucking more functioning hearts. Anyway, right, and so now because of how my fucking group is going, I can't afford to let off here, but I'm still being advised to rest John Terry, so I will do that. And Ashley Cole's on a yellow, so I'm not going to risk him. I think Jovi McKell has passed his audition, so he's starting. Can't have Solomon Kalou, unfortunately, or can't have Sean Ray Phillips because he's not registered. Bit of a fuck up from the office here. So it's going to be Kalou starting on the right. And on the left, Maluda. Actually, do you know what? No, I'm going to give Pizarro a shout here. And Shevchenko is going to start for me. So there's a reason I'm doing this. I do want to rest a few players, but I'm also hoping to kind of like, eke out the results more than anything else. So if it all goes wrong, I at least have options off the bench rather than having to go down a peg, as it were. So if this team can get us through this game as it were, then we're good to go.
Cool.
Okay, so let's see.
I think you're all right.
We'll see. Well, I mean, we did absolutely
right.
fucking pump them last time, so it should work.
Should be all right.
Yeah.
Welcome to Sky Sports Studio for another night of Champions League action, and we will keep you up to date with all the scores as there's some big games there, such as Arsenal against Celtic, Werder Bremen at home to Chelsea, and that group is absolutely wide open. Porto, Chelsea, and Lazio all qualify for the latter stages of the Champions League, depending on results and how they go tonight. So we have no goals to talk about as of yet. The matches are just about to kick off. Fenerbahce have Valencia, Lazio have Porto. And I'll tell you what, if Porto and Lazio were to come away with a draw, all Chelsea have to do is win. So we'll keep an eye on that mathematical group H in the Champions League tonight. And of course, other games are Olympique Lyonnais against RC Anderlecht, which is another interesting game as well. So we kick off in Bremen with Alexander Shevchenko. Andrei Shevchenko. Wrong name. Right.
His brother is Alexander Shevchenko.
Fine.
Interesting that we have a highlight straight from kickoff. That's interesting.
You take it.
Oof.
Oh.
Goal!
And we are going to go straight to Bremen, where in the first minute of the game there has been a goal. Have Chelsea gone behind and have to chase it? Or have they gone ahead and looking forward to the knockout stage of the Champions League? Jonathan, how are they doing?
Dave, 39 seconds on the clock, and Chelsea have taken the lead here against Werder Bremen. Solomon Kalou here, playing in a rather unfamiliar right wing position, has had to get themselves a goal. They're in phenomenal form at the moment, Chelsea, and they really have. They're not leaving anything to chance here. With a really early shot, an early goal here for them. And they're in cruise control at the moment, but we know how game Werder Bremen have been, and we know what happened last night with Liverpool. They'll want to try and put this to bed early. So good start for Chelsea in that game.
Stuttgart, Mario Gomez has also scored to put them ahead against Salzburg. Lazio take the lead against Porto, and that'll be Lazio and Chelsea going through in that group. Valencia lead Fenerbahce, and a Ryan Giggs goal for Arsenal, which is again something we're still getting used to here in the studio, puts them in pole position against Celtic at Highbury. But we will keep an eye, as you say, at all of the games tonight, because there is ups and downs, and no doubt there's some heartbreak in there as well for some clubs. But we will go to Bremen once again, because we have another goal. Jonathan, who is it for? Have Bremen equalised, or are Chelsea home and dry?
At the moment, Chelsea are home and dry, Dave, and it's Solomon Kalou again coming in from that right flank position. This combination we're seeing here between Wayne Bridge, shockingly enough, and Solomon Kalou has been absolutely deadly so far against Bremen. They're playing very narrow, Bremen. They don't have that much width in the midfield, and Chelsea are just really, really exploiting that right now. And the wing backs just seem to have the luxury of the flanks. And Kalou, Pizarro, they're all just benefiting from it right now. It could go the same way as the home tie, Dave. This could be a very, very long night for Werder Bremen.
Rocci has scored a second goal for Lazio, 2-0 over Porto. Valencia still 1-0 up. It's 3-0 as Colo Torre Adebayor add the Celtics' misery, and Odo gets the goal for AC Milan, putting them ahead of Red Star Belgrade. We have another goal in Valencia. David Villa has doubled over Fenerbahce, while Real Madrid and Benfica are still 0-0 in Benfica in Portugal. And at that moment, it keeps Real Madrid in second place, because Olympique Lyonnais are top of that group. Real Madrid obviously need to score. It is goalless at halftime between Real Madrid and Benfica, and halftime across the board. And we'll have a look at the score lines so far. The latest scores from the Champions League: Chelsea 2-0 to the good in Bremen against Werder Bremen. Mario Gomez is the only goal to separate the sides as they take on Salzburg, and they're ahead in Stuttgart. Olympique Lyonnais, 2 goals from Fred against Anderlecht, and they will take the win there. Lazio, Rocci again, 2 goals against Porto. Valencia 2-0 to the good, with David Villa getting both goals against Fenerbahce. Real Madrid still goalless against Benfica. They need a goal to overtake Lyon by a point and top that group, but Lyon 2-0 and are well and truly hoping it stays that way, because Madrid 3 points will take them up and above them by a point. And Arsenal 3-0 over Celtic. Ryan Giggs, Emmanuel Adebayor, and Colo Torre scoring the goals there, and Odo gets the penalty for AC Milan. So as things stand, it's Chelsea and Lazio going through from Group H. Group G, AC Milan and Arsenal will comfortably go through. Valencia and Fenerbahce will go through. Valencia have won 6 of 6 if things stand the way they are at the moment. And Lyon top the group in Group E ahead of Real Madrid. Benfica were already out of the competition. So let's go to the second half and see if there's any more goals. Yeah, you're good. The only problem is you're second.
I can live with second. Personally, I can live with second.
Which is funny because you've a better goal difference. But I suppose it's, yeah. Wait,
But no, you see, we lost to Lazio, so it's a competitive record.
that's right. Yeah. Goes head to head, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Torsten Frame. Not much of a highlight, but fair enough.
No, I am making changes at the moment, so that's why we have things happening up on the field.
Okie doke.
Hmm. I think that'll do for now. Oof. Well, hit off the corner flag. Never seen that happen before. Go!
Goal in Bremen. Have Chelsea netted a third? Or have Werder Bremen maybe made this game a little bit shaky for Jonathan's men? Let's find out. Let's go live to Bremen.
Yeah, it's a goal for Werder Bremen. Diego with a crucial goal here for his team, the captain. Yeah, massive goal for them. It seems that as we have 20 minutes on the clock, Chelsea have made a few changes here and they're looking to capitalize on a few of those rotations from Chelsea. And yeah, it's a great goal ball in from Onion Minella. He crosses the ball in. Diego finds a great spot there. Check. He seems to be kind of clutching his wrist there at the moment, but I think he's still going to play on here. Werder Bremen, this is a great opportunity for them now to crack on and try and upset Chelsea here. Game on 2-1.
It's squeaky bum time now.
A little bit. A
You're
little bit.
through anyway, though. I think you're through anyway, aren't you?
I, as long as you don't lose, I don't think.
Cool.
It's really, I think the Porto getting something would really have fucked everything up, but I'm not leaving it a
Mhm.
chance anyway. Neither of my players, but it looks at things. What the fuck is this, a run from Essien?
Ah,
Do it! Yes! Go!
and we have a goal in Bremen, and it seems to be from the blue side as Chelsea look to cement their qualification to the next stage. Jonathan, how has it been?
Game set and match, Dave. Yeah, Chelsea have scored a third here, and it's Scott Sinclair, the youngster, who's got it. He was on actually on there for Frank Lampard actually, and yeah, he's just after putting it away there. And it's going to make this a lot more relaxed now for Chelsea. You have to say, unfortunately, it was actually a mistake from Tim Weisse. Mikel Essien made this storming run down the right flank. Again, I mentioned how narrow that Werder Bremen midfield was. He saw an opportunity to run down that flank. He crosses it. Weiser comes for the ball and he misses it completely. Complete whiff from the German goalkeeper. And Scott Sinclair had a chance to take it down, turn, and put it away. And it's game set and match Chelsea through to the next round.
So the air completely taken out of the sails of Werder Bremen at the end of that game. And we will take a look at the results as they have happened. The scores coming through to us now. to the Sky Sports studio in due course. I think I'll have to wait for you to finish the interview.
Yeah, I'm going to do that now.
Jabril Cisse still top goal scorer, by the way.
Which is just great, by the way. That's just fucking great. Okay, right then. And yeah, I'm done now, so you should be able to do your bits and pieces.
I think you need to go to the next page, Jonathan.
Yeah. Okay, try now.
Have you advanced?
Yeah, I have anyway.
Huh. What the fudge?
There we go.
Phew.
Just took
That
a second there. Weird.
scary moment there. Let's save that game nice, thick and quick.
Yeah. Thank you very
Let's
much.
get that nice and saved. So the final results have come in, of course, in Group E, Benfica 0, Real Madrid 0. Real Madrid finished second in that group, which is quite a surprise to a lot of fans in the Bernabeu who were watching on big screens while the team played in Benfica. Olympic Lyonnais 4, Anderlecht 0, but they did have Viseggio sent off in the 69th minute. Fred with a hat-trick and Keita with the fourth goal. Fenerbahce did get a consolation goal through Alex in the 90+2. Valencia still take that one 2-1. Stuttgart well and truly on the road as they beat Salzburg 4-1. AC Milan, a demolition of Red Star Belgrade 5-1. And Dario Simic, Jankulovski, and Ronaldo getting the goals for AC Milan. Arsenal 3-1 over Celtic. Not really much in the second half there, apart from Mullins' goal for Celtic. Lazio destroying Porto 4-0. And of course, Chelsea securing their spot in the knockout stages with a 3-1 win over Bremen.